Is a six-figure salary a common form of Hogwarts letter? Ooh. Here I, Tanis Hers of Seattle, revisit the concept of alternatives to a Hogwarts letter, this time addressing a possibly common form of Hogwarts letter, a six-figure salary, and why it is not a fit as an alternative spot filler for me. I stay with my Greek language and literature graduate school offer focus of ancient Greek texts as my spot filler. Yes. So I've previously, so today is Tuesday, 21 July 2026 AD, and I previously talked about an alternative to a Hogwarts letter for myself, which was an offer of graduate school in Greek language and literature with a focus of ancient Greek texts, and it's kind of part of my like defining a sense of magic for oneself. All right. And so the Hogwarts is a place, it's a school for witches and wizards in the world of Harry Potter. And I'm specifically referring to the original 7 books series. And I read and did notes on Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone back in 2023. And yeah, and I've shown the books before, so I'll link in the video to the Hogwarts letter for myself one. And it's a school, and it's like, I don't know, what was it, 7 years or something like that school, and they go and they get to learn their spells and their potions and stuff like that. And so it's really about, you know, embracing being a witch or wizard and the magic that comes with it. And so they get to live, eat, and breathe magic at Hogwarts, the school in a castle where they all go. And so, and it all starts with a Hogwarts letter, or Hogwarts letters that are sent to them, inviting them to commence on their Hogwarts schooling journey. And so the alternative spot to a Hogwarts letter, and I've actually spent a number of years forming this for myself, is something relatively rare and yet common. So cohort forming at the time it is received / attained and brings happiness and lifestyle to its recipient. Yes, since they, you know, there's a very strong lifestyle component to going to Hogwarts, and they live in a world with a bunch of non-magical people as well as magical people. So there's, while it is rare, it is common amongst the witches and wizards. So it's about kind of a cohort. So it's not supposed to be like super rare, because otherwise there wouldn't be a Hogwarts, or it wouldn't be a school. I've got to have enough people for the school to function, to run, so to speak. So I'm going to go back and then forwards. My alternative to a Hogwarts letter I previously described was an offer for graduate school in Greek language and literature with a focus of ancient Greek texts, common in its own right. Especially language and literature more broadly. Perhaps lots of library / archives time, so that might be part of the lifestyle component, lots of reading, like in language learning, communicating, possibly, yeah, that kind of stuff. The closest I have gotten is I got 5 offers for graduate school in geophysics. Each included tuition / fees covered and a $20,000 plus per year salary. Yes. So I think what it for my background, I wouldn't necessarily classify that as like Hogwarts. Hogwarts is kind of like it's about kind of a personal sense of magic, and it was like language and literature. Like I'm supposed to enter and be a bit, you know, rough at the edges and need the schooling. And I did geophysics, but I had a Bachelor of Science degree in geology and geophysics with a minor in mathematics with a Greek language and literature. You know, there might be some of that like ethnically in my family tree, like ancestral origins wise. And I've received relatively little, if not peppered throughout, schooling in the ancient Greeks. So in language / literature more so. So in that sense, it's like, you know, they know they're a witch or wizard, but they haven't learned anything yet. So it's like, I know it's my taste, but I don't have it yet. So it's kind of the growth component of it would be perhaps more true to the Hogwarts fictional experience. And then this one is a different common Hogwarts letter, a 6-figure salary, an offer / starting point for a higher salary, perhaps lots of travel. So this is one that I think is very much the taste of like what are globe trotters, jet setters. There's terms for people like that really have like, it's not restricted to that, but like I think there's a key component for 6-figure salaries at stereotype level, if nothing else. And perhaps a cultural norm in the United States of America, lots of travel, and kind of getting to see the world and that kind of stuff. And I personally, I have a heritage travel trip series, but I haven't necessarily, lots of travel around the world is not necessarily something that I've been summoned to at Lifestyle Drive Learn. I'm like the library thing of what I've described, the Greek language and literature for myself. I was like, that's more my taste. I in a school I did that. I was a librarian assistant in my school. I volunteered at a local public library system. I was part of like a task force for libraries when I was in graduate school. I attempted last time degrees, and I quit with no degree. So the travel bit there is, I'm a homebody. The closest I have gotten to a 6-figure salary is a 5-figure salary, which was about $40,000 one year. And dollars here, as United States of America is where I live. So United States of America dollars. However, this may translate to other countries / regions as well, the 6-figure salary. As of filming this video, my competition result is no Hogwarts letter, nor either of the mentioned alternatives. So I haven't retained a 6-figure salary. I haven't gotten graduate school offers in Greek language and literature with a focus of ancient Greek texts, and I have not gotten a Hogwarts letter. I don't think I'm a witch nor a wizard. I'm not male, so I'm not a wizard, and I'm not a witch, but did they blur those lines? I don't know. Anyway, I get an F across the board, and I'm like, maybe it's an F for future on that Greek language and literature offer one. There we go. So is a 6-figure salary a common form of Hogwarts letter? From my perspective, I think it's a bit in the taste of the person and what they choose if they have attained that. Or not, and it's just a dream or an aspiration.